Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. I see Saria's already here. Hope you're doing good. Hope you've been having a good week. I'm still catching up on chat in Discord, but very much enjoying the discussion. Oh, shit. I was just about to be like, my cold is totally clear. I feel so much better. It's still here a little bit, but that's okay. We will get through it, I'm sure. So tonight is going to be another stream of Clair Obscur Expedition 33, as I've mentioned before, but just to kind of introduce new people. Anybody's checking out the stream for the first time, my name is John. I'm a game developer. I've been working in the industry for 10-ish years. I'm really inspired by this particular game. I think it is a great game to, just play casually, but if you want to understand game development and what makes games great, this is definitely one of the ones to study. The use of pretty much every aspect of the game is masterful. The way that everything kind of combines together creates something that is greater than the sum of its parts, and the sum of its parts are already excellent. Like the art, the music, the sound, the user interface. The only issues that I've had with the game so far in about 70 to 80 hours of gameplay is that the final act does feel a little bit like it throws a whole lot at you and kind of expects you to just kind of make your fun out of it, which isn't even necessarily like a flaw, right? It's kind of like a reverse Morrowind, if that makes any sense, where Morrowind starts with you like really having very little context as to what you're supposed to do. You just kind of exist in this world, and it's up for you to figure out, how you want to explore and express yourself and stuff like that. But then by the end, your objectives coalesce towards a more linear resolution. Whereas, yeah, there's still like a very clear intended resolution to the plot and everything. But there was a long stretch of time where we could probably just kind of do like whatever we want. Lots of different branching pathways. It was a little overwhelming, but at the end of the day, very liberating and a nice way to kind of encourage you to explore the world one last time before wrapping things up. So I adore this game, and I am really just kind of finishing up what has become more of a casual playthrough this evening. But at the same time, I am a game dev. I'm passionate about game creation, and I'm more than happy to go back into the mode that we were in back earlier in the series of streams where we were talking about more game design specific things. So if you have questions about the game dev process, the game dev experience, I'm more than happy to chime in on that stuff. I will be straightforward in that, like, the current project I've been working on has been straining my patience. If you've been part of the streams for the past little while, you might have noticed that I'm slightly saltier than normal just because of some shenanigans. But I think things are starting to calm back down. I've had some very useful and helpful conversations with a few of my peers and my supervisor and stuff like that, and I'm feeling not exactly better about everything, but I definitely feel more grounded now. Suffice to say that the games industry is where I want to be. It's definitely I'm very lucky to say that it's my number one choice of career. I would rather work in the games industry than any other industry, despite all of the quirks and the ridiculous goofiness. Oh, 1 second, my cat is trying to steal my dinner. But that being said, it is very challenging sometimes, and the majority of the challenges, in my experience, come from I guess political silliness. People just creating problems where there don't need to be any, and failing to communicate. Now, granted, communication is always hard. It's a difficult thing to navigate, so I don't really hold a grudge. But sometimes, it gets it just gets to you. Like any career, you just hit a wall from time to time, and it's fuck, man, can't we just make the fucking game not deal with this? But anyway, that all being said, things are going pretty well overall, and I'm happy to be back with you folks tonight for another, what might be the last episode, might be one of the last few for sure. Of this series. We are now on episode, I think, 23, so we're nearing the end of the game. Saria, I will probably ask you at some point for advice on how much more there is to do, so to speak, like if I'm missing anything. I'm not sure, but I think the last things that I have to do are basically just in that big tower in the middle, right? So I'll try that tonight. If I wind up getting stuck for like hours on those bosses, I might like just head towards the end and then finish the bosses on my own. But I'll ask you when I get there what you think. But yeah, oh shit, I gotta change my party up again. I hope you're doing well. I see Ryoman is in the chat as well. Hi Ryoman, I hope you're doing well as well. Ryoman says, your forger can dominate me. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is off the top of my head. I recognize that name, but I don't recall what franchise they're from or whatnot. So, who is your forger? Is he a JJK character? Probably just like self-reported there by saying that out loud, but whatever. So yeah, that being said, let's see. I do apologize in advance if I wind up coughing a lot. I'll try to keep that at a minimum. And oh, Spy X Family. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've heard good things about that. I don't. This is a really awkward way to start the stream, but remember, sorry, we were talking in Discord recently about like what was that game called, like Pragmata or something, where like I was concerned about the little cute girl character, and I would like to think that the way that she's being portrayed is purely innocently, and she's supposed to represent like an innocent perspective on life or something like that. But I was concerned that her imagery might be used in a way that's not great because of certain exploitative imagery that I find in other games, like characters who are canonically 1,000 years old, but they take on the appearance of like a little 12-year-old girl, something like that, right? So I have a very hair trigger for being like creeped out by that sort of thing. So I admit I haven't checked out Spy X Family because of that one character. I think her name is Anna or Anya or something like that. And when I saw that character, I was like, wow, this character is really cute. I hope that they are presented in a way that is normal and well adjusted. And I have a feeling, based on certain comments I saw from people in quote unquote the community, that might not be the case. And so I decided to not get involved. Please tell me I'm wrong and I'm worrying too much, and that I can check out the show and it's not weird at all about that sort of thing, because I would like to know what all the hype is about. I actually just went to I don't know if you guys know Round One. I think they're a Japanese company that has like bowling and video games, and there's a place relatively near where I live that has one that has Taiko no Tatsujin, which is the taiko rhythm game that I love. So I've been going there occasionally. Well, not recently because of my cold, but like I have been going a couple times. But that being said, like I noticed that there's a lot of like those machines where like claw machines or whatever. Oh, what the fuck? I got rid of my L. What the fuck is wrong with me? That was really dumb. Okay. Well, we're definitely doing the backup team for this one. Yeah, I cursed myself. This is gonna be like a solo Mayo battle, basically. Sorry, Monaco. So yeah, like I still see the imagery of those characters on display. I would love to pick up something that's just fun and innocent and cool. Please let me know if I can do that. Thank you very much. Save me from the internet hate machine. I'm gonna bring down the battle volume just a little bit. Okay. All right. So my cat, who has been basically asleep all day, doing nothing, of course, now that I am on stream and my partner is working late, has decided that this is the time to run all over my room and search for every possible crumb and thing to get himself in trouble with. So I basically have to like baby-proof my room every time I let the pets in here, because otherwise they will find something to get in trouble with. All right, so let's see. So I'm in Virtuous. Let's start with the Stendhal. I haven't actually been using it all that much lately. Okay. I think I'm fine. Um. Oh shit, the absorption. I'm really in trouble now. That was awesome. That was super fun. With the absorption, though, that's not great. That's fine, though. Let's see. Nice. Let's see. Fire Rage, Revitalization. Let's just do this. Oh, wait, that's Earth. Is that going to be... Oh, no, it is weak against Earth. Perfect. So I guess Loon's, like, real strength, the reason why I'm not doing as well with her lately is probably just because, like, I haven't actually been targeting weaknesses. She's probably more effective at doing that than just, like, the straight-up attacks. Oh my god. This fucking thing. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. No. um well, I should probably just cancel this out and get my real party together. Roman says, from what I remember, there's nothing weird about how she's presented, but some fans are just creeps. Okay, that's actually good to know. I would rather over worry than under worry, but sometimes it gets fatiguing to just feel like cynical and like I just can't enjoy things, right? So yeah, I'm glad to hear that that's the case for sure. Yeah, basically, you just kind of have to learn to enjoy things and not let weirdos ruin it for you. Otherwise, you can't really enjoy anything. There are people who age down characters as inescapable. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Um, I think you're right. I think I have a tendency to kind of be like, um, it's funny if I shit. What was it? I have a tendency of being like, if I see a thumbnail for like a YouTube review, and I haven't even seen the review yet or anything like that, but the YouTube review of a movie or a show says something negative, I'm more likely to go into the show with a negative appraisal. I forget what it was, but it was like maybe it was the Fallout show or something like that, where I saw a thumbnail and the thumb from some YouTuber I didn't even know that was clearly like some rage bait title anyway, right? But I went in and I was like, shit, where the fuck even were we? Um, the title was something along the lines of this show is a betrayal of the Fallout franchise. Wow, this is the worst thing ever made. And even though I could tell it was like a clear rage bait or whatever, I still went in being like, I expect this to be a piece of shit. And it really wasn't. I mean, I really like the show quite a bit. I don't have as much of a investment in the Fallout franchise as maybe I do in like Silent Hill or Dark Souls or whatever, but I still really liked it. Um, yeah, it becomes very easy for me to get like unintentionally uh, bias spoiled by a negative review of something. So that's just something that I'm gonna have to be aware of. Why do I keep picking the wrong characters? What's wrong with me? And get my fucking yeah. I was thinking about what you said as well. Sorry about Versa. Now that I understand him better, really reprehensible. Oh, you fucking kidding me? Um, off to a really great start tonight. Um, but yeah. So I'm trying to remember the name of the book. I think it was Jane Eyre, but there was a book that I read as a kid, and I have a very strong bias against characters who are like, this is the only way to do something, and then use that as a justification to, like, basically do something awful, right? Like, I don't know, this is probably not actually true, but Madara or Obito being like, this is the only solution that we could possibly do to alleviate human suffering. We have to put people under the infinite Tsukuyomi, or like Thanos. I mean, like Thanos is an idiot anyway in the movie, but I mean in the yeah, Avengers movies, in my opinion. But also him being like, you know, there's no other solution. Like human beings won't learn or whatever, so I have to do this. Um, I really personally like can't deal with that sort of mentality of like defeatism being used to justify horrible actions. So even though I don't think like fucking Verso is completely irredeemable or that he's not sympathetic in certain regards, now that I understand that aspect of his character, I will fully charged enemies break bar on death. Interesting. Um, that could actually be kind of useful for like giving this to Monoko, just like letting him die to trigger a break. That's a really cool build potential there. Um, but yeah, so like I the reason I brought up Jane Eyre was because like I was really enjoying that book, if it's the one I'm thinking of. But basically the book that I'm thinking of has like a relationship between these two people, right? I think it's sort of like a Pride and Prejudice sort of thing where they're like sort of bougie or whatever. Like and they're in love, but they're of different social castes. And so the woman says to the guy, I'm sorry, there's literally nothing we can do. Our families would be upset. We're not destined for this, whatever. And so now I need to leave you because this could never work. And just like gives up and fucks off, right? And then spoilers for Jane Eyre, I guess. But like later on in the book, she comes back, and I think he had some illness and he went blind and he's like wheelchair bound or something. And she's like, oops, oops, sorry. Turns out that I was being kind of stupid. Will you take me back now? And he's like, basically, oh, well, I guess I'm not going anywhere. So, like, and it's kind of, maybe I misinterpreted it. It's like a long time ago since I read this book, but like, it's kind of presented as a happy ending. Like, see, they got together in the end. It's totally fine, right? Um, but it's not. I mean, like, to me, I would probably be willing to forgive somebody, but I would find it very challenging and be very resistant to forgiving somebody who was just like, I don't see a solution to this, so I'm leaving. Good fucking luck. You know, like that is such a shitty thing to do. And so now apply that to Velso's whole perspective. And it's like, yeah, I understand you have some reservations. I understand that, like, you don't feel like trusting people, and it's sympathetic. Like, what you've gone through is sympathetic. Like, you're a fully fledged, rounded human being. I understand. But at the same time, you don't, like, get a free pass to just be, like, a defeatist, nihilistic asshole and then use that as like an excuse, like, oh well, you know, I didn't I wasn't sure how you would react, so I decided to take this onto myself. Like, shut up, dude. Like, it's so bizarre. I'm just not there for it, you know what I mean? So I do kind of wish that there was like some sort of an indication of unexplored areas, because I feel like I might, like, I'm finding it a little bit difficult to remember which places I've seen and which places I haven't, and I don't want to miss anything. Um, but anyway, sorry. It says, yes, exactly. You hit the nail on the head. Loon called him out on this after the first betrayal, remember? Yeah, yeah. She told Versa's problems so that he worked in false dichotomies. Yes, I can't stand false dichotomies. It's so fucking frustrating in like everything whenever they show their ugly head, so to speak. Um, Obito mainly just thinks about himself. Yeah, that's true. I think that, like, I think on some level he does actually want to save the world from what he perceives as an endless cycle of suffering. I don't think he's like this mustache twirling villain who wants to deprive people. Oh yeah, we came here before, right? Who wants to deprive people of the um opportunity to feel joy or whatever at his own expense. Like, he's not a sadist. He's not like Orochimaru sort of villain. I think he does genuinely actually want to save the world from pain, but because of his own pain, he's not actually thinking through what he's doing effectively. You know. Um, so yeah, I I don't sympathize with him at all. just need to listen. I think my dog might need to go out. Um, Sorry, it says, like, I get him, but I'll never support him or outside World Noir because genociding a world even for your family, though in Breslo's case he just wants to die, is not something I'll ever support. It's like those people who are like, as a father, I'd insert, yeah, for my daughter, that's not normal, that's not healthy. Well, that's an interesting, I think, moral conundrum, actually, that I could see there, like, at this point, I'm kind of burned out by debates to a certain extent, but I would be curious to hear people debate that topic about, like, in survival fantasy style stories, like, for example, um, I think we already did this, right? Um, oh, yeah, 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 okay. Um, do I want to try this at all? Um, I think there's definitely, like, a tendency to be like, as long as you are doing it in defense of your family, then whatever, like you said, whatever war crime that you commit is justified, and even it's noble, right? Because you're taking on the karma, so to speak, in the traditional sense. You're inheriting the negative karma from doing the horrible thing that you're doing, and that is almost an act of martyrdom because you are, doing it in service of somebody else, somebody that you love or whatnot. But I mean, like, so for example, if you steal food from 10 families, you're in like a zombie apocalypse situation, you steal food from 10 families, and you are certain that if you do that, those 10 families will die, but you save your own family. And you guarantee that they will survive at least for another, let's say, month. Um, at least they won't die of starvation. Is that justified? And morally speaking, I think there is an argument that some people would make that it is, because your primary obligation is always to your family. And I don't know if that's objectively true. Like, to me, I would feel extremely conflicted about that. I don't know if there is actually a clear, objectively morally correct thing in that situation. I think implying that the value of your life and it's probably what I would do, right? Like, if I had a choice between, sacrificing some strangers to save my family, I think I might wind up doing that. But would it be the right thing to do morally in a cosmic sense? I don't know. I don't know how we can even answer a question like that. So because I don't know and I don't have a great answer, I would love to hear what other people have to say about this. I know what my convictions are. I know what feels right. I know what feels like it could be justified. But realistically, like, how do you even answer a question like that? I don't know. Does that make any sense at all? Um, Personally, I think that, like, you're deciding that the value of your desire and of your family is more important than others, and it's like, hashtag relatable, but also, um, you know, it's not like there's an objective moral grounding behind it, as far as I can ascertain. Um, Roman says Obito is the most relatable character in Naruto. More so than Naruto himself? More so than Gaara? I don't know. Um, I can definitely relate to him to a certain extent. Like, um, I think, especially when I was younger, um, I like, I was so, well, even now, right? Like, there's so much horrible stuff going on. Stuff. I meant to say shit or stuff. There's so much horrible stuff going on in the world right now that it's like, you know, um, sometimes you kind of wish for everything to reset. It's like, well, clearly, we can't solve these problems, right? Because if we, and to be clear, I don't actually believe this, right? But it's tempting to say, like, look at all the pain and suffering. Look at how much pain and suffering there has been throughout the entirety of human history. We still haven't figured it out. Don't you think that if we were going to figure it out by now, we would have done so? And so, like, maybe the world needs a reset, right? Maybe, like, we should just get knocked back to the Stone Age and then, like, try again. But I don't really think that actually solves any problems. I think that, like, my prediction is that if we did undergo something like that, then it would just be the case that once we got back from the Stone Age to where we are now, we would just have delayed ourselves, right? And we would still need to go back and resolve all those same problems. My partner and I actually had this debate a couple of times. She proposed the moral dilemma, so to speak, of like, if there's a button and you press this button, the button will like magically make it so that all human beings are gone permanently and the human race can never reemerge, but all animal species will still stay alive. And the other option is the inverse. Every animal species on the planet goes away, and human beings are the only ones to stay alive. Plants would still be around, but animal species would not. And I think, like, I mean, obviously that could be a very complex discussion, but I think her perspective is basically like, human beings have had their chance and they kind of ruined it. So given that shot, we should get out of the way and let nature pick another candidate for being like the primary species or whatever, because we've clearly like fucked it up. But my perspective is like, well, if we do that, then whatever the next species is that achieves sentience, um, if there even is one, I'm sure there will be. There's no guarantee that they won't just do the same shit, right? Um, because they would have to evolve and develop the correct moral systems to be able to handle the same sort of problems that we're dealing with. Who's to say that they wouldn't go through some of the same like backwards thinking and awful behavior that we've gone through? Um, so I don't know. I'm much, my personal perspective is like, no matter how bad things are, let's try to make it a little bit better. And then once we do that, let's make that a little bit better as well. So like, I don't know. I can't like relate to Renoir. This is all coming back to the game finally. I can't relate to this desire to just destroy and tear and break it all down. Like, if you do that, you're gonna lose like a lot of valuable stuff, and you're going to, frankly, to me, it's like disrespectful and oh god, no. It's literally me. No. um I feel like I just got called out by the game. Yeah, this is what you fucking deserve. Thanks a lot, asshole. Um, but yeah, like, I feel like it's sort of disrespectful. All the people who sacrificed, and even the people who made horrible mistakes and did horrible things that then now we learned from. It's just like erasing all of that and starting over. There's no guarantee that we won't make even worse mistakes the next time around, right? So, I don't know. I think life should be preserved when possible. Um, Life should be like, God, this is getting so pretentious, but you know what I mean. Like, I just don't sympathize at all with this desire to say like, fuck it, start over, um, or to just be like, I don't currently see a solution, so I'm out, right? Like, I'm dealing with this, and maybe this is just I'm in this mood because I'm dealing with this at work, but like, so many people on the project that I'm on right now are like, um, whatever, we just got to cover our ass and there's nothing we can do anyway. I love that the rock actually moved, or was that SK that moved? Hang on, I can't tell. The rock actually have some physics to it? No, I don't think so. One sec. No, no, it was SK that moved. Okay. Um. Yeah. Anyway, so like, all of this is just to say that I fucking hated Jane Eyre when I was a kid, and now I hate Vesto. I feel like I should sort of apologize. Not exactly, but like, the past couple of streams, I've just started off with like, and by the way, capitalism, and it's just like, fucking, here's my unsolicited opinions on morality. Like, this is not, I'm not, bro thinks he's Destiny. Like, I'm not. Um, but yeah, it's been kind of a turbulent time, with what's going on in the states. And like, I've been trying to get a little bit more active in my community, and just I think it's kind of like awoken this punk side of myself that I haven't really indulged in a while. So I don't know, if it gets annoying or overbearing, let me know. We can always go back to talking about like video game tits or whatever. I don't fucking know. I'm just flying around. Um, let's see. You like how Aaron manipulated 99% of viewers into thinking that he did mass genocide for his friends in Ireland. Yeah, I don't know. That's another example, right? I feel like we talked about this before, I think, and I really do need to go and re-watch the series. So I apologize if I'm about to commit some like slander on Aaron Yeager here. It's not my intention. I'm gonna admit that I don't think I'm fully qualified to talk about it, But my um, interpretation of the that series was that Aaron had like a latent boiling desire to fight and conquer and to um, visit his rage on others. He very like sincerely and thoroughly wanted a villain to slay. He liked that. There was a part of him that kind of got off on that. So yeah, he did want to defend his friends. He did want to fight for and achieve victory. He did want to save the world, but also he had a selfish, like self-righteous, self-indulgent desire to be a like vanquisher. And so I think like my interpretation of his character was that when it got to the end of the series, he had his excuse, right? He had his justification. But um, he did a lot of terrible things because I think he was like, I have my excuse to do it now. Not like he was a sadist who genuinely like reveled in the pain he was causing. I think he actually, arguably, worked hard to cultivate a level of emotional detachment. Which, to me, if you're working that hard to emotionally detach yourself from the things that you're doing, that is an admission that maybe the things that you're doing aren't all that great and that you know it and you're trying to not like stay emotionally connected to that fact overtly. Um, in the way that like I'm not trying to start shit, right? But like I'm a vegetarian, and when I talk to meat eaters who are like passionate, like staunch carnivores, so to speak, I think that like my experience of the debates that I've had with folks like that is that they do often actually kind of feel shitty about the way that animals are treated. And they do acknowledge that it's kind of fucked up to like take like a pig as a pig for an example. Pigs are demonstrably, factually very intelligent, very emotional creatures. They are comparable to dogs in a lot of ways, and it's weird for us to, you know, eat pigs and to let pigs spend their entire lives in slaughterhouses and then die brutally and consume their flesh when they are basically dogs. And we would, a lot of us who eat pigs would never, ever, ever think of doing that to a dog under any circumstances, correctly so. And we vilify and hate other like cultures that supposedly eat dogs or like keep them for like factory farming or whatever. But we do the same for creatures that are intelligent and emotional. So I think that like all this is just to say that I think deep down there is a lot of more people than are maybe aware of it, or more people who talk about it overtly are probably a bit conflicted, at least on some level, about the moral ambiguities of eating meat, especially, you know, going out and hunting and like taking what you need for your family and then using every part of the animal and respecting the sacrifice, and it being a more necessary thing because you're literally out there in nature surviving is one thing, but like the devastation and agony and environmental destruction that's caused by the factory farming industry is a very fucking different thing than like this the survivalist or like what is it, like the paleo style whatever, right? So I think that like I want to give people credit and be like, yeah, a lot of us do feel a little bit of moral ambiguity about this. When people like yell at me for even mentioning, and this has happened, like I've lost friends over this, so basically just being like, so I'm going off on a whole tangent, but like I had an acquaintance, I guess I could say friend, who like basically stopped talking to me because he posted a picture of him and his son, like who went out turkey hunting. His son was like 6 or 8 or something. They went out and they just like shot a deer in the face and shot a turkey in the face or whatever with a bow and just killed it. And he was posing with the carcass of this fucking of these fucking animals. And I was like, I literally was just like, is that necessary? Could you potentially do something else? Isn't this kind of sad? And the amount of anger and backlash that I got was just like really off putting and really surprising. But my interpretation of that is that, like, you know, usually when people backlash to that extent, like backfire that strongly, it's because you hit a nerve. And I would like to say, okay, well, maybe he does actually feel a little conflicted about this. Maybe he recognizes that there's something kind of weird on some level. Not that I'm secretly right, I'm secretly the smart one, he's a liar or something like that. No, but just like that when you boil it down, even if you are okay eating meat yourself, which, hey, people got to make their own decisions and all that, but you have to acknowledge it is kind of fucking weird, right? Like, we're a weird species and we do weird shit. And that feeling a little bit gray about that, feeling a little bit conflicted about that, and then maintaining a bit of emotional distance so that you don't have to like think. It's like it's weird. That's all I'm saying. And so I think that this again to kind of come back to Aaron and actually stay on topic for a second. I think that he is vaguely similar. I promise this is relevant. Vaguely similar in that like he he feels as though he is justified by the things that he's doing, but I think it does actually like trouble him, right? I think he's aware that like aren't there are explicit scenes, if I remember correctly, of him like genuinely struggling emotionally with what he's doing, but he has to kind of like break through the facade that he's built up of for himself of being like this heartless conqueror. So I do see him as kind of like a Greek tragedy sort of character, if that makes any sense. Right? I do think that he is somebody who is consumed by this quest that he's on. With somebody with the amount of strength and power that he has, I think he could absolutely have found other ways to achieve the goals that he sort of gives himself in the series. And I think that I like pizza. I'm probably going to get one later. Anyway, um, Naruto's less relatable than Hanzo. Than Hanzo? You, like the guy with the fucking salamander? Or did you mean Danzo? Um, Hanzo, I don't know his character that well, so I guess I can't really comment on it. Or Deidara, I mean, like, as somebody who tries to create art, as pretentious as it might be to say that video games are art, I do think that they are, and who, uh, you know, struggles with artistic expression and being censored, not censored, but being like shut down by interfering forces and stuff like that, and wanting your legacy to be understood and appreciated. I can definitely relate to Deidara. I don't know if I would necessarily say that he's more relatable than Naruto and Gaara, though. But hey, I'd be curious to hear your argument. Um, one sec. I should probably pay attention. Saria says, for me, I wouldn't do. Okay, for me, I wouldn't do it, especially if I'm in Renar's position where his family is only in danger because he overreacted. And Clea says as much as they spent longer than 70 years in paintings. I wonder about that. Is it ever explained how like that takes a toll on their mind or body or what? I actually don't answer that. Don't answer that. Maybe it'll be explained later. But he and Aline did. But he tried to force her out during the time of grief. He tried to fight his wife instead of talk to her. Yeah, exactly. And it strikes me as being like, didn't you kind of mention that there was maybe like a little bit of toxic masculinity to it almost? It's like he isn't even entertaining the possibility that there's another way to handle this. Like he just decided for himself, or maybe that was more in relationship to Mael, right? He's like, I'm not even gonna give you the choice. I'm not gonna let you have this agency. Daddy's not done speaking. Like I'm coming in here to fix things. You don't get a say. You can't handle this. Like that kind of shit. And if he takes that approach with his daughter, then he probably takes it with his wife too. So, oh, interesting.
Tu me manques. Je sais que je n'ai pas le droit de t'écrire ça, mais c'est vrai. J'aimerais tant pouvoir te parler,
Uh-huh.
te dire. Mais merde, je sais pas ce que je te dirais. Je crois que je te demanderais juste de me pardonner, Julie. Pardonne-moi. Je ne suis pas un traître, je te le jure. J'essaie juste de. J'essaie juste de tous nous sauver. Mais tu as raison. Je suis un lâche. Un putain de lâche. Tu méritais de savoir pourquoi j'ai fait ça. Mais je pouvais pas te le dire en face et faire ce qui devait être fait. père pense que tu es une création de Cléa. J'ignore si c'est vrai ou non. Mais on ne peut plus te faire confiance. Même si, au fond de moi, je pense que tu voulais juste des réponses. Mais pourquoi? Pourquoi tu n'as pas pu lâcher l'affaire? Il a fallu que tu les convainques de m'enlever, de m'interroger et je... Non, putain. Je n'ai pas le droit de dire ça. Tu croyais que j'étais un traître. Et tu as fait ce qui te semblait juste. Comme on le fait, mon père et moi. Je te le jure, je fais ce qui est juste. Quand tu as commencé à poser toutes ces questions, j'aurais dû me douter que je ne pourrais pas t'embobiner. Mais comment j'aurais pu t'expliquer? Tu m'aurais cru dingue. Des doubles, des mondes dans des tableaux. Merde.
Okay, so again,
Impossible de prendre le risque. Les enjeux sont trop importants. Il fallait que ce soit fait. C'était la seule solution. Cléa a déjà pris ma sœur. Si on veut sauver notre famille, notre monde, tous nos proches, on ne peut pas prendre le moindre risque. Et une fois qu'on aura délivré ma mère, elle te ramènera. Ce n'est pas pour toujours. Je te le promets. Je te le promets. On mérite de vivre. Nous tous. On mérite d'exister.
okay.
Allons-y.
Yeah, I want to react to that, but first I want to look at the other one that's over here too. Okay.
Recherche et sauvetage. Je sais bien ce que j'ai vu, putain. Il est mort, aucun doute là-dessus. Cette attaque a détruit la moitié de son torse. Aucune chance qu'il ait survécu. Sauf que, quand je l'ai retrouvé, il était inconscient, mais en pleine forme. Son uniforme était en lambeaux, mais il avait juste quelques bleus sur l'abdomen. À l'en croire, l'attaque l'a raté de peu, et le chaos était tel pendant le combat que j'ai mal vu. Connerie, oui. Il se fout de ma gueule ou quoi? Son père et lui répètent à qui mieux que la peintresse est la solution. Pas le problème. Mais franchement, j'y crois plus. Je suis persuadée qu'il mente au sujet de ce qui est arrivé à l'expédition Zéro. Tous les autres seraient morts, mais eux s'en seraient sortis sans une égratignure. Ben voyons. Ça me fait mal de me dire qu'il pourrait nous trahir. Mais c'est le genre de choses qui fait jamais plaisir à entendre de toute façon. Sauf qu'il se gourre s'il croit son charme suffisant pour nous faire gober ses mensonges. On s'occupera de lui demain soir. Claude, Louise et Dion sont pas fous. Et ils ont vu la même chose que moi. Il faudra bien qu'il réponde à nos questions. Et si c'est un traître, il aura droit au sort réservé aux traîtres.
Yeah, so to your point, where did Verso's journal go? Oh, it's up here. Okay. Um yeah, so to your point, I kind of feel like a lot of the conflict in this story is like a weaponized version of Seinfeld, if you've ever seen that show, where like every fucking conflict in Seinfeld, like I got so fucking tired of watching that show after a while, because every single problem that comes out of that show, and also like Curb Your Enthusiasm to a certain extent, every conflict that people have is just people being dishonest about the pettiest things. And like every single conflict could be resolved if you're willing to be awkward for 5 seconds and be like, hey, I'm sorry, I lied about this, I apologize, it was wrong, there's a misunderstanding. Like that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do is to solve like 99% of the issues in that show. It's so fucking frustrating, and I get like that's the humor, right? That's the joke, is that we all do this and we all get ourselves into these situations. But yeah, after a while it doesn't become very relatable when you could just resolve your problems by being like a decent fucking person and just admitting when you're wrong and being like, hey, there was a misunderstanding, let's clear it up like adults. So this is again, like I have to go back and re-listen to those entries to figure out what exactly happened there. But it just kind of seems like Verso is just so like driven by his anxiety of like social anxiety type thing of like what other people might do, how they might react, what might happen, that he actually winds up just making everything so much worse by trying to manipulate and control. And in a weird way, it kind of reminds me of uh I don't want to get into too many personal details, but like when I made similar mistakes when I started dating, for example. Like I didn't talk about certain parts of myself or my life because I'm like, well, what would they possibly think? How are they going to react? Whatever. And so I was just dishonest because I was cowardly, to be frank. Like, and would you believe it that eventually the people who I was trying to get close to weren't fucking idiots and they figured it out. They saw right through my bullshit. And then those relationships fell apart. Where if I had just been honest from the get go, then like none of that shit would have happened. Maybe we still wouldn't have worked out. Maybe we never would have connected. But then, okay, I would have like saved us both the time. It's just like it's such a juvenile mistake, right? It's such like it's the sort of mistake you make when you're like a teenager and you don't know how to be an adult. But like this guy's, I mean, I don't know how old he was at the time that happened. Maybe at the time of those events, he was still effectively a child who would get beaten into the world or whatever. But at this point, like he's what 90 years old, 100. He shouldn't be making these fucking mistakes anymore. By the time he's like joined with the party, etc. So like maybe he gets one mulligan, but that's it. Let me catch up on chat though before we go in here. If Alina and Renoir have spent upwards of centuries in canvases before, why are you trying to fight them out? Why are you trying to destroy the only thing left of your dead son? Yeah, exactly. Like maybe they had like a shitty motivation or shitty circumstances that led to the creation of this place. But regardless of that, this place is what it is, and the people in it are objectively, tangibly real. So it's like it doesn't matter, right? Like the people are alive, they're real, actual people. They have real lives, loves, wants, desires, etc. And so none of that shit really matters. It's like, I mean, again, we're starting to get into weird philosophy, but if I found out that, I think some people, if they found out that we've been living in the Matrix, then they would be like, oh, my whole life is a lie and nothing matters. And they would be despondent about that. I wouldn't. Like, I would definitely feel a little bit betrayed. I'd be like, oh, that kind of sucks. Now I know what the world is like, and it's very different than what I thought. But then, and I would probably like, I don't know, leave the Matrix and try to make the world a better place outside. But at the same time, that wouldn't mean that any of the friendships, um, any of the friendships that, damn it, that I had before are somehow invalidated, or the things that I, um, you know, thought were valuable are no longer valuable. That stuff is still real, right? Um, anyway, Yeoman says Aaron is a coward who uses violence as escapism from responsibilities, accountability, complicated solutions, and grounded aspects of reality that people sometimes need to accept when they grow up. Yeah, that you said it very nicely, very elegantly. I think that's a great way to put it. In his case, that conquer and moving forward is isolating himself from reality the same way you wouldn't want to hear anything from anyone when you're tired and trying to fall asleep. Yeah, I think that like that's what I was trying to say. I don't think I did a very good job. I was trying to say something similar where like he uses the veneer of being a hero to save his people to basically just sort of like mask and muffle some emotions so he doesn't have to deal with them, if that makes sense, you know. Um he did the rumbling to achieve his childhood fantasy of an empty world connected to the aspects I mentioned above. He himself directly said that it wasn't for his friends too. That's a really good analysis. I really like that. Yeah. Um, I think to me he was somebody who was kind of trapped in this, I guess like haze of violence and revenge and justification and vindication, um, and that kind of like I do think I think it was more profoundly affected and more profoundly like rendered despondent by the things that happen than maybe he gets credit for, if that makes sense. Like I'm thinking of that scene when they finally get to the ocean at the end of one of the seasons, and like Misa and um Erumin and is that his name? Like Arumin. The other characters there are like having fun and finding seashells and splashing around in the water, and Aaron is just like he's like gently crying, and he points over to the horizon and says, "So if we kill everybody there, then we can be free." It's like he's so wrapped up in the darkness and misery of his perception of reality that he can't even take a moment to enjoy like the moment of relief. Um, and it's actually that's probably like the most heartbreaking scene in the series for me. It's just like he can't even take a moment to just celebrate the victory, you know, and be present with his friends. He can only see the constantly looming threat, if that makes sense. Um, but I think your analysis is very good. Um, Verso says, Saria, you killed Julie by not being honest. Your troubles, all your woes are self inflicted. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting the sense that he's just like, his cowardice is creating monsters in and of itself, right? Ryoman says he doesn't care about his island too much in a nationalistic way. That's probably a fair assessment, too. Yep. Sorry says, oh, but Julie and her expedition were planning to torture him. Okay, sure. But that was still on him for trying to lie to their face. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, or sorry, lie to their face when they knew it was full of shit. Yeah, I'm not here trying to, like, justify torture by any means. But at the same time, uh, yeah, that's not, not torturing somebody and then leading to or like potentially torturing somebody because you got lots of people killed and you betrayed uh your like the trust of many people and got like sabotaged people's hope for survival in the new life, maybe being ready to torture them to save this from happening again and extract vital information to save your people is very different from just being a coward and that leading to genocide. Torture is not correct, but like those are two categorically different things, right? Wait, can I actually? Cute. Oh, it would be cool if we got her as like a bonus party member. All right, let's see. Okay, so this is actually going to be a thing. Okay, let's do it. I thought I got that. Okay, I'm just going to heal. All right, let's do this. Oh, for fuck's sake! I gotta stop fucking doing that. I also should probably give her the resurrection, Picto or whatever. Yeah, 1 second. Let me just take a sec and give her. Oh no, I can't upgrade resources here. Okay, whatever. I'll try it again. Why does it keep doing that? I'm just trying to fight her. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Nice. Okay, it's a great start. Okay. So she's still impossible. Um, let's see. Okay. So, what do I have? I think I need to give her the ability to yeah, always play twice in a row. Revive with 100%. Okay, so apply a second one. That's good. AP on turn start is pretty good, but I think that I don't use health basic attack all that much, so that's not all that important. Healing mark, not so much. Energizing parry, that's good. On battle start, this is pretty good, but mostly just for melting mobs. So maybe I leave that off. Defenseless damage amplification, that could be good. Damage while having shields. Burn duration is increased by 2. That could actually be better. Increased damage per turn can stack up to 5 times. Huh. Okay. Well, why the fuck don't I have that on? That seems incredible. Apply rush for 3 turns. Battle start. That's also pretty good. Base attack can break. That's, yeah, I think I want everybody to have that, right? Increased break damage. That's pretty good as well. Energizing attack, 1 AP on base attack. I don't use base attack all that much though, so maybe I want to use something else there. 1 AP on battle start. First strike, play first. This is not. This is useful for clearing mobs, but it's not that. It's not going to be helpful here anyway. What else we got? 25 health, protecting any targets once per turn. It could be useful. Counterattack damage on the first hit. Yeah, that's definitely very helpful. Critical burn, increase critical chance on burning enemies. Yep, that's good. Energizing revive, all AP. This is okay, but it's not necessary, so maybe I take that away. Battle start. Let's see, 3% health on parry. That could be very useful. Inverted is useful. Painted power. Damage, that's necessary. Okay. Revive parry, that's power. Quite powerful. That's good. Morning. Oh wait, hang on. Where's the solo ones? The one I don't really need that. Although it really doesn't hurt. Where the fuck is the solo ones? Empowering last stand. Empowering. Oh, protecting. So it's the last stand ones. Okay. Gain shell if fighting alone. Gain powerful. Yeah. So let's just put these on for now. Breaking counter. Sweet kill. There's got to be some more last stand ones, no? Drazing start. Death. Probably just missing something. Longer shell. Immaculate. Wait a minute. If I put this on, then that's also increasing my damage at the start. Okay. Shit, I really need to optimize this because... Wait, why am I doing... That's... What is... Oh no, okay, so they are actually, like, pretty incredible. Let's see. 1 AP on base attack. Or energizing attack. Okay, let's see. Clair's life. On turn start, if no damage has taken since last turn, recover 1,000 health. 100% health. Okay. Wow, okay, I have a lot of optimization to do. Every AP gain is increased by 1. Fully charged enemies break bar on death. Holy shit, I have so much stuff here that I need to optimize. 1 AP on parry, but damage... Okay, fuck. So, defense, health, defense, immune to stun. Let's see. Energizing shots. Okay, so I probably shouldn't take all this time to, like, optimize right now. But let's... Don't I have Survivor? I think I just want to... fuck. Okay, 1 second. Just want to do the thing where I can cheat. Always play twice in a row. That would be good. So let's take this off. Let's take this off. Let's do cheater and second chance. So energizing turn. That's good. Energizing parry. That's good. Longer burn. Let's not rely on burns. Let's keep this. Increase break damage. Let's take that off. Let's try this. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Of course, not having access to some of these... Yeah, so not having access to the AP is actually kind of a big deal. That's okay. Let's start off with this. I think I just, like, turbo nerfed myself, but okay. Oh, wait, no, I can do this again, though. Place 3 burn, 2 hits. Okay, there we go. Alright. Nice. So what if I do... Just, like, do a base attack? Okay. And then do Stendhal. Okay, well, I should be able to come back. Okay, excellent. I think I nerfed myself, actually. Well, maybe. Let's see. I forget if I actually gain AP from this or not. Yeah, okay. I needed the one on turn start. Okay, I might be able to end it here, actually. Yeah, not quite, because I didn't have the bonus. Okay, from inverted. But the playing immediately. Yeah, so the playing twice thing is, like, insane, actually. Oh, no. Damn, okay. I forgot about this. Son of a bitch. Okay, alright. So yeah, I definitely need that AP stuff back. Okay, cool. This is a good opportunity to, like, to tweak her build a little bit. Okay, so let's try this again. So, immune to stun. What if I put Clea's life on? On turn start, if no damage is taken since last turn, we recover 100% health. That gives me less defense, but it gives me almost twice as much as the health bonus from this. So I'm going to try putting that on. Immune to stun is nice, but I mean, like, this seems to be better. Energy Master. Every AP gain is increased by 1. What's my critical rate? 83%. I don't necessarily want to reduce that. But I do think I want to, like, get Energy Master, like, unlocked for other things later. So I'll come back to that. Immune to burn is, like, whatever. Health and defense is good. But let's see. Critical rate, speed. All right, that's not quite as good. Combo attack. So speed, critical rate, base attack has 1 extra hit. So this would actually combo well with energizing attack, but I don't know that I need to really do that right now. Take 50% damage but can't be healed. Okay, well, hang on a second. So what is the most... Okay, so Cheater and Second Chance are, like, the 2 most expensive ones, right? So if I find Cheater here... Shell, Versatile, Cheater. Okay. So always play twice in a row. Health and speed of 400. Now I definitely need to think this through off stream. That's okay. But I want to go back here for a second because Second Chance is useful. Cheater is useful. But AP on turn start, I think I'm not going to be parrying as much. This could be useful, but I need to focus more on bursting, I think. Break damage is useful, but it's not going to save me here. Auto rush is useful as well. I'll leave that in there for now. So 1 AP on base attack. I actually, let's see. Where is the energizing start for? Okay, let's go way back down here. Let's look for the cheapest things that I can add, right? So, into energy, 1 AP is not all that much. Breaking shots, dead energy. That's not going to help very much in this instance. Getting a weakness, empowering break, breaking counter. Burning break, no augmented aim. Let's see, roulette, no random defense. Okay, so we're getting up there. Healing share, healing death. Energizing start. Yep, fueling break. Bringing a target doubles his burn amount. That could actually be super useful on something else. Empowering tint. Increases damage by 5. Yeah, that's too risky. Critical chance on stunned. Okay. Critical moment. Critical break. Burning death. Okay. So, anti-stun. Don't really need that right now. Aegis revival. 1 shield on being revived. That could actually help for survivability here, but I think we're going to avoid that for now. I want to actually get this back so that we have an even 40. Energizing start, empowering, energizing death. Okay, so we need some more energizing stuff. In medias res, +3 shields on battle start, but max health is halved. That could actually be useful. Wait, no, I don't want that actually. If you started at 50% health, that would be one thing, but having it be halved doesn't make sense. Healing fire, okay. Greater powerful glass cannon. Honestly, like, I think I could probably get her to a point where she's doing like 2 million plus damage on the start if I stack all this stuff. Defenseless first strike. That's not useful in this situation. Energizing heal, energizing pain, no longer gain AP on parry. That might actually be useful against Gogra specifically. Think about it. 2 AP on applying shell. Nope. Radiant charge, that's very not very helpful. An applying burn, that's only once though. Let's see. Breaking attack. Okay, we're getting there. Defenseless slow. Energizing start. Okay. 1 AP on battle start. 1 AP on battle start. Any other things? I want to hang on a second. Let's look at all the energizing things. Energizing attack, break, burn, cleanse. Energizing start. Energizing turn. I only have 1 energize. Okay, that's weird. Okay, let me read chat real quick. Sorry, I kind of got like lost in the sauce here with the optimization. Sorry says, yeah, exactly. Like, they weren't torturing him for the love of the game, but they're trying to save their world, and you're actively withholding information. Yeah, exactly. And they know you're immortal, and you keep lying and gaslighting about it. You asked for it. Yeah, at a certain point, there's like a level of dishonesty and manipulation that it's like you are crossing a line, right? So yeah, I don't really like, I can't really sympathize with the decisions that he's made. Like, yeah, I can still be sympathetic to you as a human being, like one human being to another, but at the same time, it's like at a certain moment, you really have to take accountability for the way that you're acting, right? And like, if you consistently act in a way that makes other people like gets yourself into these situations that involves uh misleading other people and mistrusting them, and that keeps getting people like killed or uh worse, like into these horrible situations, then that is kind of your fault, and you need to count for that and not just keep falling into um these same horrible practices, I guess, if that makes sense. Sorry, kind of multitasking here. Okay, let's try that. Even now, people die because Versa withholds information. All of Lumiere is dead, and only Mael can bring them back. Remor plans to finish everyone else, and all because Versa keeps lying. Elisa even gave him a letter. She wanted Mael to find a new solution to save everyone, but now they're all dead, and he had the nerve to be mad at Mael for holding Alicia. Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. I think, like, his response is a totally normal human response, because at the end of the day, like, he basically lost his sibling. But at the same time, it's like, you're one of the people who is the most responsible for the way that everything has gone. So you can be mad, you can mourn the loss of your like sibling, but don't take it out on Mael, right? Like, I don't know. I had some had some complex feelings about what Mael, like, about her decision, what she chose to do, but at the same time, it's like Verso, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, you're largely responsible for everything that's been happening. So I don't want to hear it, bro. Like you gave up the right to complain about any of this shit. Realistically, Somehow I survived that. Somehow Palpatine survived. I still have the revive as well. Okay. So yeah, let me go ahead and heal. I'll save up my AP. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay, good. I got that. I was going to be like, if I didn't make that shit, it would be weird. Oh my god, I can't believe that didn't get her. Oh, but I can just do this. I'm still in virtuous. Oh wait, I'm probably gonna die now. Second chance? Yes? Okay, perfect. Damn it. Oh wow, I totally fucking fumbled that. Okay, I'll try again. Um Alicia even gave him a letter. She wanted Mael to find a new solution to save everyone, but now they're all dead, and he had the nerve to be mad at Mael for holding Alicia and killing her. Yeah, bro, she doesn't want to talk to you. Yeah, exactly. I mean, at that point, also, like, you know, I know from experience that there are times where, you know, things can go poorly with somebody, and you're just like, you know, you don't get a chance to end things the way that you want to with them, and um you know, maybe you caused them pain, maybe there was a misunderstanding that left the two of you with pain unspoken between you or whatever. And sometimes when you're in that situation, like, you can tell yourself, oh, if I just got a chance to speak to that person, then I could um like say or do this thing that I didn't do before, that would then give them the closure and then make them feel better about things. And if they could hear my apology, then they'd be better off too. And it's like, you have to be really careful with that stuff, because yes, there is one instance in my life where I can think of that things between myself and another person ended in not a great way. And uh I reached out after the fact. I should have actually kept um, breaking basic attack, because then I would have been able to break her there. Gotta add that back on. Because then I would have been in a place. Sorry, so like I reached out to this person. I'm like, hey, yada yada yada. This is how things went down. I'm really sorry. I acknowledge that like I made this mistake, etc. But at the same time, like, there were definitely other instances where um, that was where me reaching out, I realized, like, me trying to say something, trying to patch something up, was really literally just me wanting to assuage or assuage, however you pronounce that, my own guilt. And I think it's really easy to, you know, let your guilt trick you into thinking that you're doing something altruistic for somebody else's sake, when really what you're doing is just, you're just trying to like deal with your own emotions. I hope that made some kind of sense. I feel like I'm kind of rambling, but basically, like, yeah, you doing something, like what Verso's doing is like, you know, when he says like maybe I could convince her X, Y, or Z, I would like to think so too. I would like to think that there's a way to get her to stay alive, because I don't want her to die. I would like to think that there's a way to retain her, to like restore her faith, and like to give her a good life and have her be part of the family and all that. But at the same time, it's like, how much of Verso's motivation for doing that, for trying to reach her and connect with her like that, is genuinely because like he actually wants to give her what she wants and what's best for her, versus he wants an opportunity. He just desperately wants to hear her say, you know what, it's okay, I forgive you, or whatever, right? So like, yeah, I don't know. He's a fuckhead. Um, Painted Clea, her sister. Painted Clea, Painted Clea, her sister, his sister, dead. Painted Renoir, her father, his father, dead. Aline removed from the canvas, so their mother is gone too. All she has is him, and he's a piece of shit. That reminds me of that video where the guy's like in the street and he's like his smile, whack, his drip, whack, his the way that he doesn't. No wait, what the fuck was it like? His haircut, whack, his jewelry, whack, the way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm hype as fuck. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, like that is kind of what you were sounding like there in my head. All she had was him and burned down broken body that her mother actively gave her, by the way, just like Mael has outside the painting because of the fire. Where it hurts to breathe, she can hardly see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like Bresso fucked so many people over. Alicia wanted to die because her living situation was already painful because of her body. But on top of this, her entire family was fucking murdered by her brother. No, no, it's you don't need to uh oh, that's I see. Whatever. Um I don't see it as a rant that needs any kind of apologizing for anything like that. Like I definitely understand much better now where you're coming from in that regard. I'm going to save. I'm going to take like a quick moment to check a text because it seems like something might be up. So give me like 2 minutes. Um, um, because okay. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, 1 minute. One second. Sorry. So, um, we're my extended family and I are trying to coordinate with some folks locally to there's certain people who are sheltering in place and as a result don't have access to resources that they need, and so we're trying to figure out like how to be helpful. And I am grateful for the members of my extended family, or family, I guess, doing that because I don't understand what anybody's talking about. I read the messages like 5 times, and something in my brain. Have you ever run into this, Saria, or anybody else watching, where like you know that at least you think that you're smart enough to understand something, but you keep staring at the problem over and over again, and something in your brain is just like, nah, I'm taking the day off, man. Like I'm just not gonna do this. Like I used to be pretty good at math. I I'm not trying to brag or anything. I just happened to have taken more advanced like calculus classes uh, much earlier than was normal for my school. I really enjoyed math. I was really good at it. Um, for a while, and then I started to hate it. It's a whole like long story, but basically, it was something that I did have a natural skill for, I think. Um, and then I had this weird thing happen where sometimes I would just wind up staring at the page, and I know that like I would solve a problem like y equals mx plus b, like some simple shit, right? And then I would do the problem just fine, and then I would get to the next problem on the page, and I would be staring at it, and I'd be like, I don't know what any of this shit means. I just solved the same exact problem a minute ago, but then my brain was just like, I can't, I can't deal with this right now, and I can't, like, I have to get up and walk away and come back later because I can't force it. I just like shut down. I like choke. Um, I don't understand why that shit happens. It's fucking bizarre, but that's happening right now. Like I'm like, hey, dude, I want to totally do this thing to try to help. I want to be involved. Let me know how I can help. And then people are like, okay, so you're gonna need to pick up, get your car, and deliver groceries to this location. And I'm like, okay, so I know that's in English. You said I have to get. Okay, hang on. I have to get actually in my car. Like I have to sit in the car. Like yes, and then you need to drive it to this location. Okay, but like I don't understand. You want me to drive the car as opposed to just sitting in it? I thought we said I was going to sit in the car. No, you said that we need you to drive the car here to a location. To a location is that's like a place, right? And like I become a stupid. I become a very stupid. I don't understand what happens inside of my brain, but yeah. Did we finish these? I forget. I think we just started stage 9, right? Oh, it happens to you all the time. I'm sort of sorry to hear that, but also it's like slightly um nice to hear that I'm not alone, I suppose. Wow, okay. This is off to a terrible start already. Fuck. Oh, there's a really weird animation for that, huh? Yeah, no thank you. Oh, sweet, okay. It's actually not too bad. Well, let's get motherfucker... hang on a second. Iced all enemy. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, it's slow. Alright, so let's go ahead and revive Dorkwad over here. Excellent. Okay. So, 3,000. Let's just get rid of the ballet first then. Actually, I think we can't hit him with melee attacks, if I remember correctly. We'll do that. Not yet. Don't get ahead of yourself, buddy. Shit, I missed. Okay. Alright, so follow up on him. Ooh, shit, I did nothing. Okay, not bad, not bad. Nice. I love that that's like such a dangerous attack, but also winds up being like very effective when you subvert it, if that makes sense. Like high risk, high reward if you can actually push it back. I kind of want to try the gommage. Kills weak targets, otherwise does extreme void. Yeah, I want to try that. So I think I'm going to just save up. What's this? Oh shit, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Why can't I destroy his core? Am I just like not attacking effectively? Let's see. Come on. I'm not being patient enough, I think. Oh well. Oh, he's resistant. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. I dark damage, 2 digs, 2 shields. Okay, yeah, I want to just save up. So let's go. I just noticed there's fucking banjo in the soundtrack. The soundtrack's like always like keeps me guessing. It's great. Can I break with basics? Yes. Okay. Let's see. Let's just keep doing this, I guess. Okay, and again. I'm surprised that I don't seem to be able to like actually defeat his little core thing there. A good doggy. Yeah, Monoko is the bestest boy. Extreme physical damage. Yeah, so the light isn't working really well, so let's try this. Almost. Oh, well. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Nice. I was kind of hoping they would do like a particle effect where it actually like disappeared or something. How many more of these are there? Hi, big guy. Damn. Quit it. What did he absorb? Okay. Well, obviously, let's just start with one of these. What am I doing wrong here? There we go. That? Oh, right, because I think I need to hit him with the oh, that was a mistake. No, he's gonna fucking switch stance. Yeah. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, I think I need to burst his bubble, right? Okay. Makes sense. That's fine. Cool. I like this. This is, keeping the battles feel like quite nicely varied, honestly. I do really like boss rushes as like a general, and like gauntlets and stuff like that. Like it's so basic. It's such a caveman brain kind of thing, I guess. But one of my favorite parts of um sorry, I got distracted. One of my favorite parts of fucking Wind Waker was that gauntlet where you have to go down like 50 floors or whatever, of like wave after enemy in that cave. You know what I'm talking about? Of course, you probably know what I'm talking about, Saria. But yeah, I really like that. I just liked having if that was the whole game, I wouldn't like it, but I like having the focus of it. You know what I mean? Oh shit! Come on, I thought I got that. I do feel like I felt like that attack from this dude was way too generous, and I think that the attack from this dude was way too strict personally. Let's see. What happens if I do this? Okay. Yeah, that was a good choice. Damn it. The shields are very helpful though. I am liking like support Monaco. It feels very appropriate. How are you still not dead? Okay, but I can kill him this turn, I bet. Right, because now I can switch to my attack and break him with the attack. So even if he's not fully defeated, he'll still be stunned. And now I can do this. I think I can probably take this guy out now. Yes. Okay. All right, and I get my AP back from that. Will I get back again from the kill? Nice. Okay. Oh god, that's so cool. All right. Oh shit. Okay. So he absorbs light. So can I do high physical damage, applies mark, extreme light damage to all enemies? I obviously don't want to do that, so let's just do this. Here we go. One, two, three. There we go. Shaboink. Excellent. All right, all right, all right. So let's do the. Let me check. Saga says, "Oh my god, I was playing Dreamlight Valley, a Disney farming sim. Oh, that's nice." And Goofy walked over and just waved at me while I was talking to Rapunzel, and then he just fucking sprinted into the distance. Oh my god, that's one of those. Did you see that video I sent you from Cyber Shell with like the Sonic gaslighting him or whatever? It feels like one of those moments. Also, is that Réponse? Is that actually Rapunzel's name? Because like I like Warhammer games, and in Warhammer Total War, there's a character called Réponse de Lyonesse, who is like I think inspired by like Jean d'Arc. Um, but Réponse always struck me as like weird name because it sounds like response, right? So I was like, is this a title? Is she like, if Lyonesse is a place, is this like Lyonesse's reply to uh, the aggression that it's like Lyonesse's answer to Lyonesse's foes, if that makes any sense at all. But maybe it's Rapunzel. Oh, okay, cool, 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 cool. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Let's see. Let's do this. I should have done the other one actually. Oh, but I got another one. Let's see. No, I'm inoffensive, so yes. Oh, for fuck's sake! I gotta stop doing that. Um, let's just do this. You're gonna heal. God damn it! That was so stupid. All right, let's just do this. Okay. What the hell did he just say? Oh, well, wow. Good puppy. You know what I'm gonna do? I will give him the shields so that he can be more likely to pull off that light attack. As for you, let's try Gomage. Wait, where are we? Oh, right here. That's not bad. It's kind of weird that like Stendhal still does more damage. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Sorry, it says also that's so cool because in Rapunzel the series, Cassandra, Rapunzel's girlfriend, you don't care, Rapunzel's spy. Literally, they had a breakup song when she got corrupted. Oh, I believe you. I'm subscribing to that. Is inspired by Joan of Arc. Oh, that's fucking cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Okay, it's cool to see those connections, those through lines, right? Very, very cool. Okay. I should probably go rest. Oh shit, I forgot about this. Wow. Oh my god. This is gonna be a whole fucking thing. There we go. Alright, so how do we approach this, I wonder? Well, I think I'm still gonna start the same way. Wow, this is gonna take a minute, huh? He's invulnerable to fire. Oh my god. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, sure, no, sure, great. This is fine. Okay. What the fuck is this? That actually felt super cool to be able to parry that. Okay, this is actually like completely doable. You just have to be careful. I really hope they do a Clair Obscur like concert tour like they did for Nier. Okay, agile. So let's see. Increase damage, low ice damage applies slow. You know what? I'm gonna just do this. No, shit. No, oh yeah, actually, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I think I understand. I gotta watch for like the spark on the visual Okay. All right. All right. All right. This is starting to make more sense. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's still burning. It's just not taking damage from the initial attack. That's cool. That's fine. That's actually kind of a cool wrinkle. Ah, fuck's sake. I pressed the button like I spammed it unintentionally. Fuck's sake. That is so hard to deal with. Um. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Shit. I flubbed the second attack. Yeah, let's bring him back. It's 2 turns. It's gonna be whole gauntlet, huh? I just gotta get the... Oh my god, I was literally just about to say that as long as I can get the dancer's attacks down, I'll be fine with the other ones. And then, of course, I had to open my mouth. Nice, okay. I think it'd be better if I just tried to, like, snipe her, the dancer. Okay. Alright, so don't I have a gradient attack that's like... Yeah. Yeah, not fucking bad. That's pretty great. And now I can play immediately and I can salute. Okay, so I think I am gonna try to like focus down the dancer because she's the biggest threat at the moment. Yeah, okay. I mean, just get her off the playing field. Well, that came pretty close. And this should break her. Okay, so I should be able to do the Endbringer. Nice, so the stun should be reapplied. Yes, excellent. Okay. Cool. I just gotta fucking pay attention. That actually helps in this game. Okay. What the fuck? I'm flabbergasted. Absolutely flabbergasted. You know what? I probably don't need to do this, but I kind of just want the dancer like off the playing field. So good. Okay, great. Now I can revive what's his face, Monaco with Doggy Biscuit on the next turn. Nice. He's weak to electric. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll just leave Monaco for a moment. Pick him up next turn. Yeah, I might be able to do a lot of work against this guy. Okay. Not bad. Okay. I'm not doing a whole lot of damage against fire, but I guess that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let me take a moment and read chat. I need a break anyway. You're gonna send you a picture on Discord. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out in just a sec. Just check the server when you can. I love Cassandra. She's so much. She's such a badass. Yeah, let me see. It might be after this stream if this is not working. Let's see. Oh no, here it goes. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, okay. This makes perfect sense. And this looks like Rapunzel as well. I think I posted a picture of Rapunzel recently as well somewhere. Um awesome. Yeah, I'll check the other stuff too. I love her design. It's really cool looking. Very, very cool. You know, isn't there a character called Cassandra in Dragon Age Inquisition that also has a similar look to this? I wonder if it's like relating to a larger theme, so to speak. Um, that was stupid. What the fuck? Why am I like this? Weakness invulnerable. Oh, right. It has a. I seem to kind of remember it having something like that where it like makes itself invulnerable. I don't know why. Sorry for ignoring you, puppy. Get back to you soon, I promise. One, two, three. Why am I like unlearning? I feel like I'm like Toki and Metalocalypse. Like fucking I'm slowly learning how to unplace the guitar. My flawless fucking Squiscar impression there. Okay, please go away. Okay, perfect. I was just trying to wait for the revive to come from the ability. I guess it doesn't really make that much sense, honestly, but whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. We can bring Monaco back next turn. Nice. Okay. But do I want to? Let's do this actually. And now I can do this. Monaco's just gonna take a little puppy nap. I do kind of wish there were more status effects. Like, I personally, I don't know why. I don't know what this says about me, but I really, really like status effects. Like, I really like applying super annoying, cheesy, like poison. Um, it's definitely not like the pro gamer way to play, or maybe it is. But I did a playthrough of Dark Souls 2 where I basically was just like uh I had like a poison bow with poison arrows or whatever, and I just kind of went around like tickling enemies from a distance and then waiting for them to politely expire. And honestly, it was one of my favorite playthroughs of the game. So I do kind of wish like we could do things like cause the enemies confusion and get them to attack each other, um, or like poison them and deal damage. Like I'm surprised that this game only has fire as its damage over time source. Rush on powerful, apply rush on applying powerful. That's cool. All right, trial complete. God, I hate her. She's so obnoxious. Oh, cool. I can get her this. Happy birthday. You're almost done, but not yet. Okay, this is all fine. Upgrade attributes. Yeah, I do like that the other characters are leveling up in the background, and I also like the fact that it's not quite as they're lagging behind a little bit because it feels correct, you know, to be able to emphasize certain characters. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Now I think I can upgrade resources from here. Yes. Okay. Okay. Good. So can we get her up to 300? Okay. Perfect. Um, and then so I guess you can have a couple too. Oh, let's see. I love the visuals of this game so much as well. Yes, they're fucking amazing. Like legitimately. Um the art direction of this game is just like fucking insane in a good way. Um let's see. What's his face? Well, he doesn't seem to have, unfortunately. No, he does, I'm sure. He's got the little painted face that I didn't notice until fucking 60 hours into the game. Oh, you got that game recently? Yeah, let me know what you think. I really enjoyed that game. Um, let's see. Switch to virtual stance on counterattack, gain shell. That's pretty good. Um, you made an elf, of course. Dragon Age gave me the option. It was immediate. Yeah, I think I did too. I almost always do like a elf or a half elf in games like that. Apply burn on self 20 for each self burn stack. That's actually pretty cool. Lots of I love how much build variety and versatility there is. I mean, I'm going for like the Unga Bunga like highest damage build. Like start in virtuous stance, hit harder, um do more burn. I don't think it's super creative, but there's a lot of ways that I could like that any player could find to express themselves and like do crazy shit if they wanted to. Um Especially with like team synergies and stuff. Ooh, like 2% health on dealing a critical hit. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff here. I'm not going to get into a lot of this stuff now, but mm, gradient charge on parry, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time with this right now, but let's go to Mael and just get her some more Luminas. Point cost, yes, go to the top. Did not to spend too much time, but we have the option to empower her even further. Why not? Base attack has one extra attack. Double all heals received. We don't really need to do that with Claire's life applied. Um, Burning mark. Apply burn on hitting a marked enemy. Increase damage. That's pretty good. Actually, if I combine that with combo attack, that could be very effective. But I don't really need it with Claire's life. Um, Longer burn, warming up. I think this actually would be better. Shield affinity while having shields, but receiving any damage. Blight, base attack can break. I think everybody should have this, just in case. Increased break damage. It's probably good. Base attack has one extra hit. AP per gradient charge consumed. Applying shell. Healing an ally. Base attack applies powers. I don't want to use base attack all that often, though. Mark targets. You know what? I'm going to try that, actually. Let's see. Do I have any other things? 3 shields on battle start. Longer shell. Is anything else to give me more power? Shield on being revived. Death. Healing tints. Critical moment. Critical break. Stun. This could actually be pretty good. just scanning through real quick here. See the one gain 1 AP on perfect dodge. I never use that. Break damage on base attack. Eh. Gain powerful on free aim shots. Powerful 3 turns and revive. Critical chance of fighting alone. Powerful on breaking a target. Increase breaking damage. Burning break. Yeah, let's just go pick one more. 10. I don't want to spend too much time here. So of course this is the most common one. Base attack and break. Yeah. Unless greater powerful, nah. Yeah, okay, let's just do this. Breaking attack. See how that goes. And I just really gotta focus on like keeping her topped off with what's his name? Monaco. Verso. Oh, wait, 1 second. Yeah, I gotta pay attention. Okay, nice. Is it? Never mind. I was gonna ask something, but I think I'll wait. Sorry, says Versa. I remember when Clea had a life. Then she was painted over by outside world Clea because of my actions, and we killed her. Hey, Mael, remember when Gustav had a life and yeah, that motherfucker. That honestly is enough. Like, you could have saved him, you piece of shit. Just like, I have no sympathy for that. There's no excuse that I'm gonna accept. Damn, that thing has a lot of health. Oh, that's actually not too bad. I do love the little lines of dialogue at play. Okay. I'm so terrible at predicting this attack. Oh, wait, no, not this one. There's another one that it does that I'm like really terrible at. I'm sure you'll see very soon. That actually wasn't the one I was thinking of, but that also works too. Okay. Look at all the I haven't even really been paying attention to how many fucking like statuses keep cropping up like that. Yeah, let's just do this. Nice. And agile, increased damage. What do I do? This, maybe? I guess that wasn't really all that necessary. Damn it. I couldn't see. I will say that there's a bit of a consistent user interface issue that I have with the fact that how do you say, oftentimes, not often, but like there's been a few times where there's been like a decal or something that's gotten in the way of me being able to see things. Like Monaco's fucking, oh, look at his little dance he's doing, he's so cute. Monaco's frying pan has gotten in the way of me being able to see enemies quite a few times. It's not that big of a deal, obviously, but it's still kind of annoying. When like I couldn't read that enemies attack the demineur because the fucking big red X was in the way, and I couldn't tell when it was coming. This is the attack I was saying I was bad at. Actually didn't go very well. Okay. You know what? Oh yeah, I gotta. Damn it! What am I doing? Okay, skills. Let's do Sakapatat to get the fire on, because then I can increase the fire damage done with Mayo. That's actually not bad. And now let's get our Dum Dum back into action. Hang on, what the fuck was that? Okay, wait, Cass, I'll be right there. Outside soon. Sorry, I gotta take my dog out in a second. She just rang the doorbell. Okay, fuck's sake. Okay, you made your point. I am already a red paste on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to be right back. I need to take my dog out. We actually trained her to ring the little bell when she wants to go outside. So give me 2 to 5 minutes. Be right back. Okay, hello. Just realized that the game audio is very low, isn't it? That's okay. Boop. Okay. Yeah, she's a good doggy. Thanks for being patient. Sorry I said also random. I know I keep calling Mael my... You keep calling Mael Mael, but that's because that's what she said she prefers to be called. She did grow up in this world for 16 years after all, just like the outside world. Yeah, like that's her... I feel like that is her identity. That makes sense. I mean, she's referred to as Mael in the game files and everything. Although it would have been really cool if the game devs decided that like her name was canonically Alicia, then changed like all of the in-game references that we see to of Mael to Alicia. That would have been really cool. But I think the fact that this is one of those things where it's hard to tell what the intention of the author was, but I would like to say that maybe they left it as they left her name Mael as part of the narrative. You know what I mean? Hard to know for sure, but I like that. You wish the two had more time to spend together, but Mael understood Alicia better than anyone. She has the same physical pain outside the canvas. She has a family that ever actively mistreats her. And now, hi puppy, be nice please. And now Alicia is alone, unlike Mael. Alicia asked her to be sent to her family, who, unlike outside world Descendres, did love her, and her brother, unlike outside Verso, was selfish and didn't care about her. She and Mael are mirrors. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like I feel like I'm about to ruin the nice moment you've created, but have you seen that picture of Dr. Robotnik with his clone? And the caption just says, "My own clone, now neither of us will be virgins." I don't know why that's what popped into my head. That was my, you were saying this sweet thing about the reflection between these two characters, and my brain is just like, yeah, let's ruin it. Okay. I should probably revive him before giving him a buff, huh? Okay. Now what the fuck? You stop doing that! What the fuck? Why does he keep getting millions of health back? Okay. You have to break his core or something? What the fuck? Probably have to break him. That's the attack that I'm always terrible at actually dealing with. Okay. So what do we do? This? That seems like it might be good. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. The core is gone now. Hopefully that'll deal with it. Skills. No, I'm gonna stick with follow-up, I think so. Wait, what? 1 second. What was that? Strike Storm? For hit lightning damage, 5 hits, critical hits generate 2. Blah, blah, blah. I don't need that shit. Shit. Itchy trigger finger. Not bad, though. I guess I could have done Endbringer, but whatever. Sort de ce tableau. That's so fucking cool. I wasn't paying attention. But, not bad anyway. Because then I can still do this. I'd probably end it right here, no? Nice. So, I think I will ask Saria, like, do you think, assuming that I keep winning the battles, do you think that I can win, can, like, clear these trials within the next hour or two? I don't like if there's 50 trials, I don't want to like maybe do them all on stream. Unless you really want to see me do them all. But if there's just a few more, then I don't mind. Stop! Fuck off.
Merci.
I guess I really should give Verso the fucking that second chance thing as well, probably. This is gonna take a while, huh?
Une pluie.
Okay, we can do this. Maybe. Yeah, see, I can't see the sword swipes there because the fucking Monaco's big fluffy body is in the way.
Ça va mieux. Ça va mieux. Sur moi. Ça va mieux.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. I see you. I see. It's gonna be a whole thing. That's fine. You can't remember how many there are, but you wouldn't be opposed to seeing you tackle them. But I think you can finish at a steady pace because you're strong now. Yeah, that makes sense. If I get like super stuck, then maybe I'll wait till later, or like wait till I optimize my build or something. But yeah. Oh my god, this fucking combo. Wow, okay, alright, sure. No, please, continue. Motherfucker. Oh, that fucking counter was great, though. Alright, so I think I'm learning a lesson here, which is that spreading out my damage with is not necessarily helping me. I think like focusing is probably better overall. So if I revive Dingledorf over here and then I heal myself, that's probably smart. Okay, well, we'll see how well this goes. Okay, alright, with the fucking Margit timing again. Okay. I might end up taking that one out almost completely with fucking counters, honestly. Fuck's sake. Okay, come on, man. See, I like actually can't see the attacks behind Monaco. His adorable fluff is getting in the way. Okay. There we go. No, again with this. Come on, give me a break, bro. Okay. Okay, this we're gonna need to start over, obviously. 4, 5, 6. Okay. I just need to learn the combos because I'm like missing out on so much damage by not being able to effectively counter. Yep. Okay. Try again. I don't understand how people could possibly play this game without parrying, though. Okay, this fucking guy is too squishy. I have to fix my broken emo guy over here. 1 second. I'm gonna lose because I want to fix Voodoo Butt. Why did I say that out loud? Oh my god. Sorry. I need to fix my Verso. He's broken. He can't be like falling over like a dry leaf in a stiff breeze. I just realized he only has 3,500 health. Okay, that's not ideal. Okay. I could just go back to solo Mael, honestly. Like, it might actually be easier for me to solo this fight with just Mael if I can get the parrying right, because if I can get her counters off, then the counter damage would be so strong. But in the meantime, let's try to actually get this fucker some beef. Okay. So, what is your problem? Energizing attack, 1 AP on base attack. Okay. You have no health and no defense. Okay, so can I find energizing attack in his Lumina before I forget? Right? Let's take this off and just put some random shit on there. Okay. Energizing attack. Go here. Filter by alphabetical. Dove sei? Dove si trova? Energizing attack 1. Oh, it's there. Okay, so energizing attack 2. So now I have 2 AP on base attack. That's fine. Okay. 3 AP on breaking a target is not that big of a deal, so I might wind up removing that. Dead energy. 3 AP on killing an enemy. That's pretty good. That's actually quite a lot. But I don't know if I even need that. Increased critical chance on burning enemies. Magari. Claire's life on turn start. Okay. So let's go back here. Enfeebling attack. Base attack applies powerless for 1 turn. Can I find it here? Enfeebling attack. Where are you? Enfeebling mark. Enfeebling attack. Okay. So if I go here to enfeebling attack and I just pick some dumb shit, enfeebling attack, breaking slow. Okay. And I go here. Let's find it. Where are you, please and thank you. I know my alphabet. Why I'm having this problem again with my brain. Enfeebling attack. Okay, bene. So now combo attack 3. Base attack has 1 extra hit. Okay. Speed 619. Alright. So maybe we leave that for now. Now let's see. We go to the top. And let's see what our most powerful ones are. The one, maybe we don't. This could actually be interesting for a crit build, but I don't want to do this now. Energy Master. Every AP gain is increased by 1 with 4,000 health. So you know what? Okay, critical rate goes down by 12. Speed goes down a little bit, but health goes up to 8,000. That's not bad. Breaking Death. Fully charged enemies break bar on death. A lot of speed. Okay, so this is already an upgrade. Okay, so that's fine. Combo attack 2. I don't think... Oh, no, I think we can actually do that, right? So speed and critical both go up. So why don't I just do this? Okay. And he needs to have... Oh, and so it's combo attack 1, and then he gets another one from his sword, if I remember correctly. So that's fine. So speed, critical, breaking death. So now he's at 75%. I think I want one more thing that's a bit more defensive. Confident, 10, perilous parry, 1 AP and parry. No. Okay, level defense. Okay. At the top, let's see. Anti-burn. Health and defense immune to burn. That's not bad. Anti-stun, roulette, defense and critical. That could be interesting. But maybe not. Shields and better start. No, I don't think so. Shell on rush. So 1,000 defense, speed, and about 8 gets rid of critical though. Defense critical rate 20. Okay, let's try this. So, health, defense, critical rate. So, I think this will put him in a better spot. Now, let's go to point cost. And I want to get... Oh, so he does have cheater, but second chance. Okay, so I need to recover 9 points from somewhere to get him to be able to do that. 1 AP on base attack. Gain powerful base attack. No, I want those things. Enfeebling attack. Base attack applies powerless for 1 turn. Base attack applies defenseless for 1 turn. Recover 25% health on counter attack. Good. Increase big attack. That I want that too. Shit. Yeah, I definitely need that. Rewarding mark. 2 AP and deal to mark target once per turn. I want that. Want that. Increase break damage on counter attack. Maybe I get rid of that. Percent chance to burn. 3 AP. Okay, so this doesn't happen all that often, so I'll leave that off. I want the mark. Maybe I take that off too, and then I need one more. So can I do like this and that? Okay. Making some trade-offs over here. We'll try that. Okay. Did I see the screenshot? Let me see. I think I saw the thing that you sent of of Cassandra. Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, I mentioned that before. Sorry if I wasn't clear or anything, but yeah. Because I mentioned that she reminded me a bit of Cassandra from Dragon Age as well. Okay. Yeah, hi Cassie, you guys gone? It's okay. My dog is sulking outside the room. Cassie, come here. Of course I'm not paying attention. Hi buddy, you can stay. Thanks for screwing up my battle. It's okay though, I love you. Good girl. Okay, getting slightly better at reading those attacks. Slightly. Okay, so let's focus our attacks here. Okay, now do I actually have the 3-hit combo still? I do. Okay, perfect. Alright. So, I think this makes sense. Try and get these first 2 off the playing field first. The one on the right is a bit easier to deal with. Okay, that's great actually. Yeah, I don't have as much of a problem dealing with that. It's still a little tricky, but okay, perfect. Okay, nice. So now, if I can just focus on the one in the middle and get that down as quickly as possible, and then I think I can relatively safely parry the one on the right, hopefully. Let's go ahead and get some buffs going on. Okay, and then yeah, fuck it, let's just do it again. As many buff stuff as we possibly can. Great. Alright, this one, let's see if I can actually do this. Shit. Fuck's sake. Hurts so bad. Okay, yeah, that one's not too bad. And I wind up, well, if my L's in the mix, I wind up doing okay with the counters. Fuck's sake, come on. Alright, well, I mean, like, it's annoying, but also, I get 2 turns. And I can just survive both of them. Alright, yeah, let's just get rid of this thing. Oh shit, I messed that up. Oh well. Build out some break, that's fine. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 7th hit is the big overhit one that lasts longer. Or that's faster, rather. Okay. I feel like this is gonna be a super fucking cheesy fight, but that's okay. Oh my god, I can't deal with this one though for some reason. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 6. Okay. Maybe I can if I just learn the timing. 2. Okay, it's probably doable. It's very difficult though. Okay. That's fine, just revive. Give me the revive tint, please. Okay, thank you very much. So, second one is delayed, the third one is not. Fourth one is delayed, the fifth one is, and then the sixth one is delayed. Okay. Alright, we're gonna need to start again. Guess I should just focus on the middle one, because it's a real motherfucker. 2, 3, 4, up, 5, up, 6. Okay. Starting to feel the rhythm of it a little bit. 1, 2. Okay. I'm probably not going to win this time, but I will be learning the patterns better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, down. Okay. I still have 7 revives though, so... Excuse me. No, go back to the items, please. Thank you very much. Okay. If you guys can just stay alive for more than 2 minutes, please. Okay, there we go. Not yet. Be patient there, buddy. Okay, I guess so now... Oh, there's some damage, finally, a tiny bit. Having that one alive is actually kind of helping me, because I'm gaining the health back from the parries. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that last one, now I kind of understand the pattern a bit more. Okay, so let's do this. Virtuous Strike. Excellent, okay. And now I think we will do Shendo. Okay. Do I get another attack? No? That's fine. Okay, I think I'm better understanding this one now. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck me sideways. Oh my god. No, I don't think I saw the one shitting on game design. A waste of space and just completely ignoring. No, can you show me that again, please? I'm sorry, I think I didn't see that one. But it sounds like typical game review stuff. Or sorry, a typical online internet person talking about game type discourse. That one's almost worse. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the attacks down finally though. Okay, let's see. A little too early, but at least I know the pattern now. Okay, fuck's sake. Yeah. Not gonna do anything really. Oh, okay. I guess that works. Okay, now I should be able to take this out very quickly. Okay, tell me I can get rid of it. Nice, and I get the AP back. Okay, so now I can start working. Okay, so this having this momentum at the beginning of the fight is actually extremely helpful, honestly. I'm just gonna build up perfection for now.
Attention.
Yeah. So I don't even really need to worry about that one as much. I just need to focus on the center one. So let's do this. Let's do Troubadour Trumpet. Okay, and now let's do, what are my purples actually? Agile Mask, slow. Okay, now instead of that, let's do heal. Wait, no, she's inverted. Oh no, she's not inverted. No, she is. Okay, so in that case, let's just give her a barrier. Okay, perfect. I'm starting to get it. Oh, okay. I will sorry. I will take a look in the chat afterwards. In the Discord, I mean. All right, I want to try and really burst this motherfucker down. So, gradient attack, virtuous. Nice. And then, yeah. Okay, not bad. Who's up next? Versa? Okay, great. So he should be able to break. Okay, and then can do the attack, Endbringer, whatever it's called, to extend the break. Alright, let's see. Yep, perfect. Nice, over 1 million damage on that. That's great. Okay, can't get. Ooh, son of a bitch. Alright, so let's just go ahead and heal. And then why did he lose perfection on that? That's, oh, because he got hit once. Deals double damage with, oh, he's not stunned anymore. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think barrier. Because what do I actually have on there? Yeah, barrier. Keep that up. I like to play the wheel, but honestly, it's not like as helpful as just getting the shields up. Okay. That was a lot better. Not where it needs to be, but a lot better. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Honestly, let's try Endbringer again, because that actually did quite a lot of damage even without the reapplying stun thing. Not as much though. Weird. Okay. I might be able to end it now if I do this actually. Nice, okay. Good. Perfect. If I lose to this fucking thing though, I might actually put my computer in the oven. Okay, just saving up a little. Okay, I think we'll be able to do this. Come on. No breakage. That's okay. Let's just go for... Actually, you know what? I'm going to Just go for the break. Not gonna do as much damage, but that's okay. And now I can do the same thing that I did before. Virtuous into Sendal, and I think that should be the end of the fight. Hopefully. Pretty damn close. There we go. There we go. Calling parts of a game waste of space when you don't know what went down during the development process is just way too far for me. Dislike, okay, fine. Waste of space, yeah, that kind of rhetoric is pretty unimpressive to me. Oh, I didn't get to that one yet. Sorry. Okay, from Nintendo Ninja. So I'm gonna read what Saria said to me here on stream. Nintendo Ninjas. Okay, so I'm assuming this is you, Lottie, here, right? So, Saria says, I think of it less like a straight line and more like a slow ceremonial approach to something ancient. I can't put it to words, but it is kind of how I felt for the first time watching the monk Maz Koshia in Breath of the Wild. It isn't necessarily difficult to get where I'm going, but there's something so intrinsically interesting about my path forward. Like I just can't not be excited for whatever's coming up next. That makes sense. Medusa's also a fun boss, and being in Sub Rosia feels it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember Sub Rosia. That was from one of the Game Boy Zeldas, right? 1 second, I gotta reposition here. Okay. The issue though is that it was programmed as a dungeon, which means it's wasting space for what other dungeons could have been put to good use. This is before sleeping. Dismisses the work they put into it. Oh, I see what he's saying. Yeah, okay, I have to think about this a little bit more. I think so there is something to be said for the fact that game development is a process that is defined 1 second. Defined in a lot of ways and very often by limitations. Limitations of hardware, of technology, of time, of budget, of memory, of CPU, whatever the actual parameters are that you might be dealing with. There is a lot that you have to be conscious of while you're working to make sure that you're keeping all of these different things in check, so to speak. And honestly, it can be pretty asphyxiating sometimes because you just want to create, but every single thing that you make can potentially have a deleterious effect on the product if you're not careful, right? And so I understand that from like a resources standpoint, it's like, you know, if the person, I'm gonna assume he, but sorry if that's incorrect, if this person you're talking to genuinely feels like the development of this particular area like wasn't worth it, you know, like basically took time or effort or focus away from other things, and the return on that investment was that those like other parts of the game could have been better, and he doesn't feel that it's justified to have subtracted from those things in order to make this space, which he doesn't think was really worth it, then that's a fine opinion, right? That doesn't seem to me to be too disrespectful, but it's also like be careful, right? You know, you be careful with that shit. You never know like what so something that I've talked about before that I'm actually very biased about, or how can I say that I'm going to say something that I acknowledge is like probably unkind and unfair, and as a professional I should be better than this, but I'm not because I'm an angry little fanboy, and that's never gonna leave me entirely. So I think I talked about before about how the Metroid Prime remake, you know, in the original Metroid Prime, they basically had, I forget what the term for it is, like beam lighting or something. Basically, if you were in a totally pitch dark area and you fired your wait 1 second. You're a totally pitch black area, and you fired like an energy pellet from your you fired your beam ability, shit, your beam weapon, whatever the fucking Samus's primary cannon is called, right? It's a little glowing orb essentially, and when you fired it, it will create a light that casts outward from the sphere onto the surrounding environment and lights up the place. So you can essentially use it as like a dynamic flashlight. You never have to feel like you're totally in the dark because you can always just cast the that ability and use it as a source of illumination. And it's really cool because it like creates this dynamic light in any space that you're in. It creates like this dynamic exchange between light and darkness and all that. It feels really cool. They didn't do that in the remake, and it's bizarre that, or not the remake, excuse me, the remaster. It's bizarre that in a remaster, like 2 decades later or whatever it is, compared to the original, that oh my god, it keeps going. That like that wouldn't be the case. You know what I mean? And so, as far as I'm concerned, there's no excuse for it. No excuse, man. You guys, you're Nintendo, man. You should have figured it out. You should have figured out how to do it. And like, if you did it back then with the resources and limitations, then there's no excuse for you not to do it now. You should just figure it out. And that is a very loud voice in my head. And I want that to be the case. And I don't want to take questions, and I don't want you to come to my TED Talk because there is no discussion to be had. Just fucking fix it. As a fanboy and also as a developer, part of me is like, stop making fucking excuses and just fix the stupid motherfucking game. They figured it out before. Just do what they did, you know? But I also have to say, like, I don't know what the actual reason is. I've listened to the explanation. I don't fully understand it for why they couldn't do it. And maybe I have to be honest about the fact that I'm like not actually being fair. You know what I mean? So for you, I think I sympathize both with you and with this person you were talking to, but I don't have any reason to like die on the hill. Hopefully that makes some sense. Hopefully that seems fair. Okay, that was off to a rough start. This is gonna be fun. Oh, dude, I never noticed the masks like writhing and opening like that before. That's so cool. Or maybe I did, but I forgot about it. That's so fucking awesome. Okay, so who's the biggest threat? Who's the hardest to read? Who at least wasn't so bad? This thing creeps me out. It's gonna die first. Okay. Yeah, already ready to break them. Okay. Good. Excellent. So now I should be able to do Endbringer, right? Yes. That's actually a really good start to the fight. Not bad at all. Okay. So she's, yeah, let's do this. Skills, barrier. Oh, actually, let's do this first so I get all the buffs. Okay. And now let's do barrier on Mael. Okay, let's see. Don't fucking laugh at me like that. Okay, maybe I picked the wrong target. But screw it. We're gonna deal with this like this. Yeah. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so I think, yeah, Clair's life is such a great fucking ability. Okay, perfect. So I think he might actually be a bigger threat. So let's take this guy out first. Okay.
Tirer. Attention. Rafraîchissant.
I might have been wrong. Oh, come on, Monaco. Stop trolling. Nice. Okay, that's good. Monaco, you really gotta sit down, puppy. Maybe I just need to move him to like the right side of the party. Maybe it's like his position. Oh, sorry, says, I was just feeling like, man, this feels disrespectful. They're doing their best with what they have, not just with level design, but with atmosphere. So seeing it be called a waste of space. Yeah, that feels fair. I think he was probably being a little bit too like crass, so to speak, right? I think he probably could have phrased things more nicely. I mean, like I'm really playing devil's advocate by saying like, oh, well, maybe, you know, there's a potential explanation of this that you're not considering, and so, but it's also the case that maybe he's, you know, just kind of being mean. Let's try that. I should just focus on one thing at a time, I think. Stop it. Jerk face fucker.
C'était stupide.
That actually wasn't too bad. I actually really like countering the dualist abilities when I can pull it off. Stop fucking chuckling. Nobody gave you permission to do that. Wrong button. Okay, that's fine. I can recover. Alright, so... yeah, I think we can do this. It's gonna take a minute, but... let's see. What is my third level gradient? Extreme dark damage, one hit, fills a target's break bar and breaks it. I kind of want to try this. Oh shit, he just drops a fucking bell on his head. I love it. It's amazing. Okay, yeah, let's try this. I mean, it's not quite as effective as Gommage, but I mean, I'm not terribly surprised. He's still stunned? Yeah, okay, cool. And I can use Endbringer. Okay.
C'est fini pour toi.
Nice.
Tiens-toi prêt, Monaco.
Swing combo. It wasn't too bad. I'm gonna regret saying this sooner or later. Yeah, that's not... I gotta stop doing that shit too. Okay. Yeah, I think the duelist is overall a bigger threat, so I feel like I made the right decision to focus on him first. Or them. Okay. So, yeah, let's go ahead and preserve. I wonder actually if I can charge up versus fucking I never use this. I kind of want to see. Oh shit! I didn't realize that I could do that.
Si on dansait. Attention, Maël.
I didn't realize that I could. Oh my god, that actually makes so much sense. Okay, that's actually pretty fucking cool. So, so Verso's, whatever that attack is that causes him to charge up for a turn can actually be triggered by the ability that gives him a second turn to play right away. I didn't even think about that. Like by cheater, which makes sense, right? Okay, that's actually really fucking cool. So yeah, if I go, so Steeled Strike, yeah, I'll try that next time. All right. I don't think it's necessarily gonna do more damage than this. Yeah, it's probably not gonna do more damage than 2 turns of that. But let's try it anyway. Because I have Monoko now, right? Monoko's turn is now. I can just do this. Barrier. He has 1. Okay, now he has 3. And I think... Can I just give him even more? Okay, yeah, so he has 5 shields, so he'll probably be fine. Oh, okay, thanks. Thanks, I think. Actually kind of helps me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Of course he would attack him. No. Alright, fine. I swear to God, like, I don't know if this is actually happening under the hood, but it certainly feels like, wait, am I silenced? Oh, it certainly feels like, whenever I pick Steeled Strike, that the enemies immediately go for Versa, like, every single time. It's really funny, actually. Alright, is it just me, or is the performance kind of getting worse? Alright, let's try this and see how well it does. Fuck. Why am I'm already, like, failing at the buttons here. Okay. Steeled Strike. After 1 turn, extreme physical damage. Interrupted any... Okay. Wait, does it get interrupted if you get hit with your shields up? Because I don't think he did the attack, right? Yeah, that's actually kind of bad. After a while, it does start to feel like there's like a correct way to play. Like there's abilities that are just kind of shit. Like compared to others. It kind of funnels you within a certain way, if that makes sense. What the fuck? Oh god, I forgot about the inverted. It's kind of funny that it like went right over his head there. C'était stupide. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, puppy. Come on, I don't want to lose now. Fuck's sake. Okay. Okay. So sorry I said okay, so I just let my autism let me get emotional, so that's your fault. No, I don't think it's your fault. I think you detected what might very well be a bit of hostility and unfairness, and you responded to it with passion. I don't think that's, if that comes from your if that comes from your autism, then so be it, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, you know? I'm just saying that there are potentially different ways to interpret it. Okay.
La danse commence. Une danse de feu.
Let's get rid of this thing first this time. Yeah, I guess there is one thing that, like, maybe this is a result of my own lack of creativity, but I feel like I kind of have to play in one very specific way. Or like, I've kind of pigeonholed myself, maybe, in terms of, like, I don't know, making sure that I don't fuck stuff up. I actually should use that more. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I need to get rid of the duelist first. Clearly. It was a mistake the first time. Why did I do that? I pressed the jump button. Very, very silly. Okay. So yeah, let's just get, like, melt this thing down. Okay. Stendhal.
Une danse de feu.
It's still gonna take a long ass time, damn. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it, we'll do it.
On les détruit.
I think I can get... Yeah. Okay, perfect. Oh, sweet. Okay, perfect. Ah, man, if I could just get that last one down, getting the counter would be great. Stop fucking laughing at me. It's so annoying. Okay, so no heals. Monaco, get out of the way, buddy. Perfect. Okay. A nice big chunky counter. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna go for barriers at this point. It seems to me like, what is happening with the, I'm not sure about this, right? But it seemed like even though I had a shield up, I still wound up having Verso's physical ability, I forget what it's called, a Steel Strike, that still wound up getting canceled because I took a hit. I feel like it should only get canceled if you actually take damage. Like, one of the buffs or bonuses or whatever of getting a shield should be canceling, like, on damage effects for that one hit. And maybe it did and I'm just, like, misunderstanding, but... No, wrong. Oh, fuck. I'm getting tired, man. That was... I could have taken the duelist out. Shit. I feel so stupid. And that can't... Oh! That parry window is actually extremely generous. At least it's down. So I should be able to do this. Okay, is she still inverted? Oh wait, hang on a second. I can't. How do I tell if I'm still inverted? Healing tint. Oh, she is. Okay, it's the little heart icon on top. So let's see. I have 4. Low physical damage, 2 hits, restored shields. Target is defenseless. Play a second turn. I should use that more often. Okay. So, I think I'll save up. Yeah, let me just do this. Yeah. And stun that. So, create a barrier to her. The barriers are helping a lot, I think. And, Agile Mass increased damage. It's probably to the target. Okay, so everybody has at least 1 shield. So let's do this. Oh, okay. Now, can I just get rid of this, please? I want this off the board. Thank you. Okay. I should be able to. No, maybe not. Maybe one more turn. God, it's so fucking chunky. He's doing psychological, like, emotional damage to me with that fucking chuckle. Ah, too early. Shit. So, here's a question. Actually, I think I know what to do. Okay, good. So now, let's do this. Tempting to gommage, but I think let's revive and do the burn. Okay. Stun burns, Masskeeper burns. Okay. I do love his little knife twirl there. It's really cool. Shit, I got distracted. Okay, so now we're gonna get rid of this. Even though it's not that big of a deal, but we can probably get rid of it very quickly. Okay, let's do the stun. Nice. Okay, now there's only 1 left. Should be easy enough. I shouldn't ever say those things out loud. I'm just going to heal. Just be boring, I think. There you. Oh fuck! I'm still inverted. All right. Well, now I won't be. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Now that we just have 1 left, I want to try to do something else for once. See, I really wish that were more useful because it's so fucking cool, but I don't ever feel like I should be using it. It just isn't not as effective as Stendhal, which is a lot more, like, quote-unquote boring. It's not boring overall, but, like, I feel like, yeah, Gustav's ability they should just buff the shit out of that. Like, I don't even care if it's a balancing issue. It's just so much more narratively and thematically satisfying, you know? Ah, shit, I fucked it up again. That's fine. That's fine. Why didn't that affect Mael at all? That's kind of weird. She's still inverted? No, I don't think so. Okay, fuck it. Well, you save up for gommage? No, I don't think so. See, like, I feel like I only ever do a few things with each character. God, that Clair's ability, or whatever it's called, is so fucking awesome. Well, don't do that. Shield for each blow. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, well, I have breaking rules, so, I mean, like, Yeah, have fun with that. Also, this thing.
C'est fini pour toi.
Beautiful. Okay, we got there. Took a second, but we got there. Okay. Should have seen Mael before the nerfs. You hate that people complain to the point where she was nerfed, like, just don't use the busted skills. Oh, yeah, okay. She's still a truth nuke. Yeah, she's fucking amazing. Okay, so honestly, I think I'm going to call it a night. I think we've been going for about 3 hours, and I'm starting to get a little fuzzy. Let me poke my head into this next trial, but if it's one that I don't beat on the first... What is that thing? What the fuck is that? Did we fight that before? It looks like the fucking... It looks like the falling star beasts from Elden Ring. That's really cool.
Attention. Attention.
Nice. Can I play the lantern game with him? No, I guess not. What the fuck is that thing? It's so fucking cool. Alright, let's try. Just see how... there's a foot for Monocle. Oh, sorry. I think I missed some messages from you. You were feeling like, man, this feels disrespectful. They're doing their best with what they have, not just with level design, but with atmosphere. So seeing it be called a waste of space, yeah, I think that's a bit excessive, honestly, on their part. So I'm with you. You're glad to get my perspective because it tells me to relax a little, not let the autism demons possess me to become evil and bitchy. Hey, you know, if you're evil and bitchy in the defense of somebody's like work being slandered, I think that's acceptable. Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm in a mode right now anyway where I've been demonic and bitchy at work, and then I think I calmed down, and so I'm like why can't we all just get along, man? Kind of in a mentality right now. So you know, trying to be diplomatic and everything. When I'm in a create demons beyond mortal comprehension competition, and my opponent is Clair. Oh yeah, jeez, it is. It's terrifying and beautiful at the same time, which so much of this game really is. Okay, so that's good. Almost done with that. Agile, do that, I guess. Probably not gonna do much. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this on Mael. Nice. What the fuck? You had to do a whole fucking like 8-step Witcher pirouette before you could get that off, huh? Whoa, okay, alright. Calm down.
C'est tout sauf impressionnant.
Okay. Well, I think this makes sense because I should be able to take out the Clair Obscur with this. Yes. Okay. I think let's get rid of the Lamp Master first. It's gonna take a minute. Oh, actually, I wanted to see what his gradients are. Striker, high physical damage, 1 hit can break. Sabotage, medium physical damage. Kind of curious. Oh, that's actually really cool. Fuck off. It's really annoying. That attack is so beautiful, though. Quit it. The animations on that thing are fucking crazy in a good way. Are we still inverted? No, she's just... Okay. I've got PTSD from the other fucking fight. Like, I better check to make sure I'm not inverted. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to not just go straight for... Let's try this. No, it's not that great. I really should just focus up. That's fine. Oh, come on. I thought for sure I might block that. Rude. Those are surprisingly hard to predict where they're gonna wind up. Alright, anyway. Oh, he is not taking a whole lot of break damage, huh? Okay, I'm kind of curious about his ultimate here. Extreme physical damage, 8 hits, gain 1 perfection per hit. Applies Aureole to Vessel, reviving him if he dies. Okay, let's try. That's pretty cool. Not all that much damage, but still a very cool effect. It is. God, those animations are so fucking beautiful and like flowing and everything. Okay. Nice. I wonder if I should take out the creation actually first. But I think we're committed now. Can I do that again? Yeah. Sweet. Nice. Okay, let's see if I can get it this time. No. Uh-oh. Okay, what the fuck is it doing? No, no thank you. Oh, cool. Got the counter. Yeah, the performances... I think there's a memory leak. The performance has been getting really bad. Which I've never really run into with this game before. Strange. Okay, I guess... Oh, cool. It's made out of people. I love that. I don't know if that was the right choice, but fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Items, healing tint. I think. Oh, for fuck's sake! I didn't even realize he was inverted. I think just give him some barrier, honestly. I'm actually kind of liking spamming this for some reason, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep fucking spamming this. It's fun. I'm a little nervous about what the creation is doing over there. We'll see. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Okay, that could have been worse. Oh, I didn't even realize I hadn't used those yet. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I just want to get this fucking Lamp Master down. That was stupid, very stupid.
Attention, Maël.
Fucking Kaguya ETSO.
À ton tour de danser.
Oh, come on, that was such a Margit ass fucking delay. There we go. At least we got one of them.
J'accepte ton
Nice, good job, puppy.
Ma partie favorite.
All right, well,
Merci.
back in the fray. All right, let's see. Sanctuary. Okay, they're still inverted, so I probably shouldn't do that. Good thing I checked. Okay, got it this time. Thank you. Welcome back, friend. Fucking calm down. Okay, I'm starting to kind of understand its weird, funky movement. Okay, I gotta wait for a little audio cue. The fring. I think Glass Cannon might be a little bit of a liability for my L. That's okay though. Alright, I think I'm gonna just do this and then bring Maya back. I don't want to risk it.
Faisons couler l'encre.
Oh yeah, great. So you know what? Actually, I should be able to do this.
Néant en toi.
Not sure what I did wrong there. Kind of lagged out on me for a second. Okay, so hopefully I can just go Maj this motherfucker now.
Sors de ce tableau.
Yes, okay, finally. That is so satisfying. Did we fight this thing before? It seems very weirdly familiar, but I can't place it, if that makes sense. Skills. I just realized that if, as long as I use the barrier, then Maya will get her health back anyway, so I don't even really need to waste my heals on her. And just keep spending AP to get the gradient charges up. There we go, nice. I think I finally got the timing down for that. Holy shit, okay, nice. No, cut that out, god damn it. Alright, this is fine. Yep. Yeah, let's just go for this one, the follow-up. Okay, not bad, not terrible. 3.6 Ronkin. Boop, boop, this is fine. Everything is fine. There we go. Finesse et grâce. Acquire all of Monaco's skills. Nice. Learn some Lumina. That's great. Was that the last one? No. Shit, now I'm like hooked. Painted Love. Oh, this has to be the last one, right? Oh my god, chill.
Montre-moi ce que tu sais faire.
Mom, Dad, stop fighting. Alright. Yeah, gee, I wonder who these guys are supposed to represent. Oh, that's actually... Oh, they have like a shared health pool. That's kind of cool. This is going to take a while. I'm probably going to need... Like, I'm getting really tired. I'm probably not going to be able to beat them tonight. This would be actually a pretty great way to start the next stream, I think, because my brain is kind of fried right now. So if I can get them on the first try, then I will. But if not, I'll probably just come back next time. Yeah, we're going to be here a while. Oh, but you can apply debuffs to both of them separately. That's actually a really interesting way of balancing this fight. That's cool. I like that. Did they drain my AP or something? Okay, let's see. Oh shit. Really hard to read his attacks. Damn, it's intense. But it feels fair. I feel like I could figure that out eventually. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. I probably won't do this tonight. That's cool. See how far we can get. Summons a void cross. What the fuck? Oh my god. That's crazy. This is a really, really fucking cool fight. I really like this. Not yet. It is... Yeah, his weapon changed. That's cool. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, geez. Okay, yeah. He's got like fucking 20 million health. Oh, so actually attacks that hit both of them, since they have a shared health pool, are actually more effective. That makes sense. So I might want to come equipped with also having something that can damage multiple. Let's see how well this does. It actually is not necessarily all that much better than just having some burn going. Yeah. Chill. Oh, come on. I feel like I hit that. Alright, well... Angel's Eyes wasn't as impressive as I thought it would be, so I think I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. I like that movie a lot, actually. These guys are the embodiment of team spirit, just not in the good way like you want. Hang on a second. So I haven't actually tried his ultimate. Oh, wait, no, I have, yeah. Bonk. I actually really like that. Okay. Let's just get some healing going. Please tell me she just didn't get 400,000 goddamn health back. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be one of those fights where I need to like apply a whole lot of debuffs and shit. Okay, I'm gonna try mixing things up just a little bit. What happens if I try Endbringer or Phantom Stars? Yeah, S costs 5 AP. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what happens with Phantom Stars. That's not bad. Don't summon a black hole. It's really hard to anticipate. C'était stupide, oui. Okay, there we go. Nice. Alright, so what should I do? Just trumpet. Another one. Do it impale. Finally fighting a representation of my abuse and ingrained self-doubt. Thank you, Clair Obscur 33 Game of the Year. Yeah, therapy, like, sponsored by BetterHelp, therapy tool of the year edition. Beautiful. Okay. I wonder if you get like a special or bonus effect or something if you try to gomage these motherfuckers. Should give it a shot at some point. I kind of like the Phantom Stars approach. Let's see how much damage this actually does if I do this. So 4,000, 6,000. Okay, so he's actually taking way more damage from Verso, even without criticals. Okay, so how much does this do? 50,000. Okay. Worst parents ever. Oh man, I couldn't even see that one coming. What happens if I attack her like this? Okay, not bad. I think I'm gonna call it for tonight actually, because at this point, like, my eyes are getting pretty blurry and I can't really get myself into the fight as much as I'd like to. So we're gonna pick up next time right where we left off with this stuff. Really fun stream. I'm really enjoying this. I'm continually impressed at just how much shit this game still has to offer after all this time. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Hope your internship keeps going well. Sorry, I hope you have a great rest of your week. I will continue to catch up gradually on Discord. Thank you for your patience there. Sorry, says if more families had the ability to fucking throw hands in a fantasy world of their own making, there'd be less wars because everyone would be too busy fighting themselves. Honestly, yeah, I think even just like if we can't even muster up this full spectacle, even having something like Dark Link in the Water Temple, if I could summon my own like literal shadow clone to just mess with, even just to spar with, let alone get out some of my internalized frustration and anxiety or whatever, it'd honestly be healthier. I think it honestly would be. Okay, well, with that delightful note, I'm going to call it for the night. Thank you so much again, and I hope you have a great week. I'll be back on Sunday. I think I will be doing a response to, I saw that Sage had done a video on the data books, and since I'm working on my own data book video, I might do a response to that. We shall see.